What's going on, everybody? How are y'all doing? In today's video, I wanted to talk a little bit about the Clippers' third summer league game against the Lakers and Keaton Wagler's performance in that game. I actually didn't watch this game live. I wasn't home, so I wasn't able to watch it live, but I did watch it back in full when I got back home. And I mean, to start with my takeaways from the game, early on, the Lakers applied a lot of defensive pressure on Keaton as a ball handler, similar to the defensive approach the Kings threw out against Keaton in the Clippers' first summer league game. Overall, in these three games so far, not so much in the game against the Jazz because they weren't as pressuring on the defensive end against Keaton, but in the games against the Kings and the Lakers, Keaton, he has struggled a lot with this defensive pressure. He struggled to create separation when he's playing against these levels of pressure from the defense. And Chris Magnon on the Lakers made it an emphasis from the jump to apply lots of defensive pressure on Keaton. I saw a graphic that said he was all defensive first team in the G League last season. I don't really know about him, to be honest, but he definitely made his presence felt on the defensive end for the Lakers in the game, and he gave them great minutes. His activity was he was all over the floor, so he gave the Lakers great activity. But yeah, Keaton, he struggled a ton with this defensive pressure from the Kings and the Lakers. Emmanuel Sharp, Chris Magnon, to be specific as far as the on-ball defenders. And this is something that Keaton is going to have to adapt more to, and I think he will. These are the early showings of Keaton as a Clipper, so we're going to have to see the struggles as Clipper fans. But we're just gonna have to stick with Keaton through these struggles, and I'm optimistic that he will get through these struggles and he'll adapt to these to the pressure that these defenses will throw at him, because it's not going to stop after summer league. Although summer league is a lot more physical than the NBA regular season, Keaton is going to have to prepare for defensive pressure from even more experienced and better defensive guards in the league, especially when those defensive guards know that Keaton is a rookie. They know that he's 19 years old. They know that he's the 5th overall pick in the NBA draft. They're going to want to apply defensive pressure and see how Keaton responds to it, see how he manages it, because some players, they respond to it well, they adapt to it, and they don't let that pressure phase them. And other players, they crack under that defensive pressure. So what's going to happen when Jamal Shed gets up in Keaton's grill in the regular season, a Davion Mitchell, Cason Wallace? Like, these are some of the best perimeter defenders in the league. I think it can help playing against Chris Dunn, who's also one of those guys, playing against him in practice on a weekly basis. But yeah, that's something we have to see better from Keaton. And another point I want to make that's relative to this game is Keaton, he has not gotten off to the best of starts in these summer league games. He hasn't. He's gotten off to pretty poor starts. In the first game against the Kings, he had 3 points at halftime with 1 field goal made from the field. In the second game against the Jazz, he had 5 points at the half. And in this game against the Lakers, he had 4 points, actually 2 points at the half. And so he's been a lot more of a second half player in these games. That's just a trend I've noticed with these games, and it definitely was apparent in this game against the Lakers. 2 points at the half. He did increase his point total and played better in the second half, specifically in the fourth quarter. But you kind of take it with a grain of salt because it was during garbage time. It was in the fourth quarter when the game was out of reach. He did show some impressive shot making in the fourth that I liked seeing from him, but you know the game was out of reach, and I guess it just didn't really hold much weight. But you know, we're watching for his development as Clipper fans. The win or lose result of these summer league games are meaningless, at least to me. So, you know, more than anything, I want to see development. I want to see plays that impress me on both ends from Keaton. And yeah, he had a few impressive plays, a few impressive shots in that fourth quarter, but he finished the game with 16 points, 6 for 15 from the field, 1 for 5 from three. His shot wasn't falling as much as it was in the last game against the Jazz, his three ball at least. Yeah, so definitely regressed performance from the last game against the Jazz. But yeah, those are my two main takeaways regarding Keaton relative to this game is Keaton has to handle defensive pressure from on-ball defenders better, and Keaton has to get off to better starts. On the defensive end, regarding Keaton, there wasn't really much to write home about in this game. Not that you're expecting a ton of great defensive showings from Keaton anyways, but yeah, Carr from the Lakers was giving us buckets. He was giving Keaton buckets in this game. Carr, he's going to be a really good player. He kind of reminds me of Malik Monk, but like a wing version of Malik Monk. I know Malik is a guard. Carr is more like a wing. But yeah, Carr, he was a great first round pick for the Lakers. I don't know why the Knicks passed up on him. They had the chance to draft him. I know they're comfortable after winning the championship, but I feel like that's a pick that they're going to regret passing up on and just letting another team select him as they trade down in the draft. They're going to regret that a few years down the line. They won't regret it now. They're off the championship high, but I mean, Carr was right there on the board. If I was the Knicks, that'd be a no-brainer decision. But yeah, Carr, he gave us buckets tonight. He did. I got to admit it. The Lakers, it's a good pick for them. It is. But yeah, and then as far as the other clips, I'm looking at the box score right now, but even from the eye test, I mean, Kobe, he had a solid game, maybe his best game of Summer League so far. But the other guys just didn't really, I didn't really see much from them in this game. Baba, he showed me nothing in this game. And that's okay. I mean, it's also his third Summer League game along with Keaton, so that's okay. But yeah, he showed me nothing in this game. Nick, I guess he was okay, but didn't really show me much. It just overall as a team, we didn't have a good showing in this game. We got outplayed by a better Summer League team. The Lakers, they're a better Summer League team than us. and it showed. And yeah, I mean, I think that's all I have. So I appreciate you guys watching. And I'll see you on the next one.